What's up, guys? Dr. Shepard here. Let's talk today about contamination or cleanliness OCD. We've been doing this series on OCD and the different subtypes that we see when we talk about OCDs. So if you haven't seen those videos, check them out. And today we're going to talk about probably one of the most well-known forms of OCD. And if people kind of get an idea of what OCD looks like from the media, this is probably going to be the type that they think of. Like the other videos on OCD subtypes, we're going to be going into a lot of detail on the types of obsessions and compulsions that we see in this form of OCD, and that can be really triggering for some people. So just a warning to make sure you're in the right headspace. It's always okay to pause, come back later, or not at all. So people with contamination or cleanliness OCD get really scared that they may come into contact with germs, bodily fluids, things like blood, urine, poop, vomit, pet dander, or germs from your pets. They may also fear coming into contact with toxic substances or chemicals or drugs. And they might fear this stuff for a number of different reasons. First of all, they could fear that they're going to contract a certain illness. They also may fear that they're going to get an illness and spread it to somebody else, somebody that they care about, for example. So some other common obsessions in people with contamination or cleanliness OCD are things like, oh my goodness, did I touch something that might have been dirty? Did I come into contact with something in public, like a light switch or a doorknob that might have had germs on it? Did I touch my face or come in contact with the food that I just ate without realizing that I hadn't washed my hands first or that I had germs on me? They might worry about a drink that they just had and wonder, tasted a little bit off. What if there was something poisonous in there? Or what if that jar wasn't properly sealed before I used the food? Contamination OCD recently can really center around fears about COVID, but it's also common for people to fear things like sexually transmitted diseases or things that may really cause them a lot of harm, cause them to infect someone else, or cause them to get sick and even die. So the compulsions in contamination OCD are a lot like you would imagine. Basically, we try to avoid any germs or any of those bodily fluids or substances that we're worried about, or we do whatever we can to get rid of those germs if we think we may have come into contact with them. So the classic example is hand washing. Washing your hands over and over again, more than again would be expected for the average person, maybe even until your hands are raw or cracked or bleeding because you're trying so desperately to get the germs off. People may have to shower in a very particular order and complete this elaborate ritual in the shower so that they really know that they have gotten every single germ that could be on their body, which we know is impossible anyways, but completing this ritual makes them feel a little bit better in the short term. They may take a lot of care to avoid things like medical offices, medical settings, hospitals. They might avoid public restrooms or other places because those are places where they have a higher likelihood of coming into contact with bodily fluids. Another sort of classic example is this elaborate cleaning procedure that some people with OCD engage in. So they may have to spend hours and hours every day cleaning their house. They may have to spend an hour, before they even start their work during the day to completely decontaminate their office. Again, it's normal for us to maybe wipe down our keyboard before we get started for the day, but this is in excess of what we would expect. So really wiping everything down multiple times or having to do so in a certain order or having to otherwise decontaminate the space in a way that just doesn't make sense with reality. So we're going to treat this form of OCD like we treat most forms of OCD. We are going to use a combination usually of therapy and medications depending on the severity of the person's illness and what their preferences are. The types of therapy that we use are exposure and response prevention therapies, as well as cognitive behavioral therapies, acceptance and commitment therapies. And these are all things that I've written about in a lot more detail on my blog. But just to kind of go over them briefly, for someone with cleanliness OCD, this might look like building a hierarchy of things that they would be very nervous about being exposed to, and then gradually exposing the person to the things that they fear. So the idea is that it's a hierarchy, so we're working up from the thing that causes the least distress into something that causes a lot of anxiety. And over time, we're getting your brain used to the idea that you could come into contact with germs, but that's actually often okay. The idea, again, is not to reassure the person, but instead to allow them to practice dealing with the uncertainty of the fact that they might have come into contact with something dangerous. The idea is not to reassure the person, but to rather expose them to this idea that they could have come into contact with something. The idea that there is this uncertainty in life, there is a possibility that you're going to be exposed to something like this, but that you can take those thoughts, those fears, and that uncertainty and take them along with you and go and live your life anyways. We might also have the person imagine their fears coming true and what this might mean for them. So taking them through the imaginal exposure therapy of thinking, what if I didn't get all of these germs off of me? What if I do get sick from something like this? What would other people think about me? How would I move forward in my life if something like this really did happen? And again, the point is not to reassure yourself, but rather to help yourself think through some of that uncertainty and get your brain comfortable with some of that discomfort. We also want to, again, address some of the cognitive distortions that happen in people with this form of OCD. A really common one being catastrophizing. So taking the idea that you might have a germ on you and going all the way to it's something that could kill me. I might die because I didn't wash my hands properly. Helping the person with OCD kind of see that that is an extreme distortion of reality. And chances are, even if you do have a germ on you, even if you don't wash your hands properly all the time, you're probably not going to get sick. And even if you did get sick, you probably wouldn't get that sick. So it's all about helping your mind see that there are some less extreme options in there. And there are a lot of other cognitive distortions that we address in this type of therapy. We can talk more about those in a later video if you guys want. If you like this video and want to see more, please hit like and subscribe so that I know this is the kind of content you want to see. If you struggle a lot with anxiety, consider checking out the Anxiety Bootcamp course. I made a course with all of this information and all of the tips that I use to help people with anxiety all in one place. And if you can, please consider supporting me on Patreon so I can continue providing free content like this and so you can get a lot of extras and other goodies. All right, guys, I will see you next time.